Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Indiecomics, and quick little video today. Wanted to talk about this because it's kind of funny, but also kind of annoying. The Horseman, which is thank you Java update available notification. The Horseman, which is the newest comic coming to the Rippaverse. It's actually available now. I got mine ordered first thing when I was getting on my phone. First chance I had to get on my phone and make the order. 7:45 a.m. So I think I got in pretty early, which is pretty good. Anyway, got that ordered. Cover A, because I really like cover A. It looks really good. Joe Bennett doing the art, Chuck Dixon doing the writing. They did great with Alpha Core. I trust that they can do great with their own characters, their own creation, because this is not Eric's input, at least not initially. Maybe he had some tweaks, but this is their baby. And now we have an animation. Now there was a teaser for this, and I saw the teaser and I was like, okay, the animators are cooking, because I really like the design, I really like the colors. It looks really good. And then finally we get the trailer here. Now notice the title says animated pilot and trailer. Dean Cain. Now, Dean Cain was in a Superman show back in, I think it was the 90s. I have not personally watched it myself, but I've heard it was pretty good. People like it. And he's also, like, more recently, in the last 10 years, he's been in a lot of Christian films. I looked at his IMDb. He's played a lot of pastors and a lot of sheriffs. But he's going to be voicing Horseman, which you don't really get to hear in this. Because this is not an animated pilot. It's a trailer. There is a difference between a pilot and a trailer. A pilot is a short, maybe 5 or more minute, showcase of a concept of a show. It doesn't even have to be animated. It can be live action. And as long as it's like, a short film, like, for instance, let's just go here. Deadpool animated pilot. I spelled that all kinds of wrong. Holy. Deadpool animated pilot. Let's just look at this. Where's it at? It's not here? Where's it at? The full thing is much longer than this. I don't know where it is, but this is not it. It was much longer than this. Maybe I'm thinking of the Deathstroke. But anyway, see, that's test footage, right? That's not even a pilot. They're not even calling that a pilot. That's test footage. A pilot is like 5 minutes. Maybe some of them are 3 for animated shorts, but I'm thinking of 5-minute stuff. This is not a pilot, man. There's no storytelling to be done here, right? There's no it's just Horseman breaks into a warehouse and beats some guys up, and the boss isn't happy about it. That's it. There's no progression here. There's no sense of actually showcasing what it is, other than it's showing some fight animation. And I'll be honest, look at this fight animation. Look at that. God knows. Doesn't it look awesome? Doesn't this make you excited for indie animation and indie comics? Doesn't just seeing this make you excited for what is possible, right? Even though, yes, it's not a pilot, it should have just been called animated trailer or a pilot trailer or something like that, because then you could say it's a trailer for the pilot, but also to advertise that the comic is out today. Just take out the "and" symbol in the title, and I think it works. But again, confusing, possible mistake, possible misunderstanding of what pilot means. Totally fine. I can overlook that. What I can't overlook is these losers that are going on here and critiquing every single minor thing that they can of a 1-minute animation. It's insane to me. This guy, Tito Spencer, I have no idea who he is. I have no clue what this guy is. But this guy has absolutely no fun at all. He cannot enjoy a single thing. Okay, he's talking about the voice acting suck. Let's go listen to the voice acting real quick. Let's listen to this guy.
Who the hell is this guy?
Okay.
What's he want? Where's he come from?
All right. Let's analyze this, okay? Let's compare this to something you would hear in Batman the Animated Series. A series that is renowned as the best Batman animated show ever, and some think it's even the best Batman ever, okay? Look at any single episode of that show, and this is on par for a gruff bad guy or like, henchman goon or whatever. You can hear this guy's voice on several episodes of Batman the Animated Series. Not this guy in particular, but this kind of voice, you can hear it in particular, all right? Let's see what else. The animation isn't top tier. Okay, animation isn't top tier. Let's look at the animation real quick. Let's go through here and look at it. Let's see. This animation is not top tier, guys. This animation is not amazing. This animation is bad, actually, okay? This animation is bad. Shut up. Please. Just shut your mouth and just look at what we are doing in the indie comics industry. Look at what we are doing. Just shut your mouth and actually enjoy something for once. I would challenge you, Tiso Spencer, to have fun with something. Anything. Just go out and have fun with something. Anything. And come back with a different mindset. Because if you're going to just look at something like this and say it's not amazing, you're stupid, okay? You're just straight up stupid. I'm sorry. The gloves are off. I'm not trying to like be nice about this because this is freaking annoying, okay? Whatever the rest of it is, I don't care. I'm not looking into this. All right, and then Vonster made the point of yes, the pilot is a full episode and stuff, and I agree. I agree with Vonster here. He's very correct about this. But anyway, and then all of a sudden, I make the comment somewhere around. I think I just make a comment on someone else. Yeah, I don't. The animations are bad. What do you mean? Horseman. Oh yeah, Horseman is high atop a warehouse. When he crashes through the window, the warehouse is smaller. He should have died from the fall. It's an inconsistent animation. Let me hit you with something, buddy. Oh, sorry, hit the mic. Let me hit you with something, buddy. Let me hit you with something, okay? Watch, literally. Go right now. The audience, you can play around with this. Go watch, literally, any episode of Batman, any Batman cartoon. You can pick whatever one you want. I don't care which one it is. Pick any single one you want. And watch it. Any episode. And tell me if there's a moment where you look at this and you're like, oh, that's not realistic. Are you out of your mind? It's a cartoon. It's animated. The point of animation is exaggeration. It's to be exaggerative. It's to take inspiration from real life and to draw it or 3D animate it into something that is exaggerative. It's a way to tell stories that you normally can't tell with real people because it's impossible. It's impossible to have real transforming robots fight each other. But with CGI, with animation, you can do that. You can make two robots transform from a bus and a tractor and punch each other to death with all the parts flying off and everything. It's not real. It's not realistic. Oh my gosh, how could it be? This guy is the epitome of hating on literally every single aspect of something instead of actually just taking a step back and seeing that this is awesome. This kind of stuff is awesome for the industry. Look, you can have your problems with the Rippaverse. I have my problems with the Rippaverse. I'm not a stan by any means. I like the idea of it. I like the idea of pressuring the big two, DC and Marvel. I love the idea of giving them competition in the indie scene. And I love how much there has been change from the beginning of the Rippaverse, looking at the animated trailer for the first trailer for ISOM 2, and then looking at this and seeing how much improvement there's been, see how much potential has been unlocked by them actually announcing an animated series, and seeing the potential for this to go even further. I don't expect the Rippaverse to become as big as Disney. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But I do love seeing this kind of thing, because this is proof that you can do amazing animations. You can do comics that look great, have great writers attached to it, like Chuck Dixon. And sure, it's not guaranteed that it's going to be a flawless story. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be amazing every time, of course. I mean, just look at Yaiva. I critique that to hell. But it does mean that we individually, as writers, artists, animators, can work together to bring something to life without the use of major studios. We can do this stuff ourselves and make better entertainment. Or we can make worse. It's entirely up to the people behind the project. And you can have your problems with people, and you can not like them. But at the end of the day, you can't call this shit. You can't. It is impossible for you to look at this and say it's terrible. Especially not to make a stupid critique that the Horseman, from how high he jumps from here to there, should have killed him. Literally any episode of Batman, you will see more insane things than this, okay? Now, if I had to give a fairly reasonable critique, I would say that the characters are brighter than the environment by quite a bit, and the color should have been toned down significantly on the characters in this, because the environment is very much dark. Here it looks fine because there's a sunset, there's light around the top parts of the character, or the edges rather, and then it's darker everywhere else. This guy kind of makes me think of the guy from Spawn. He kind of sounds like this. And yeah, you want to talk about voice acting? Yeah, that guy? Yeah, I would say this guy, it sounds better in his voice than the other guy. But to be fair, the other guy is playing a character. But yeah, so you can say that, like, the characters are brighter. I think that's the fair critique to make, is that the characters are too bright for the background they're in. Totally cool. Totally cool. They can always change that, because you know what this is? This is a trailer for a pilot. It's not a pilot. It's a trailer for a pilot. And I could go through every single frame and pick apart every single thing. But you know what? I'm not going to do that. Why? Because I like to have fun. I like to actually enjoy looking at cool things coming out. Now, one more thing I want to say is I responded to this by saying, I'll go ahead and just show the picture here. I responded. I said, Jesus, you must be fun at parties. Can't you just enjoy some artists getting to make independent media? Which is a much more tamer way of and more concise thing for me to say than I've done in this video. And then Crusader Joe, I guess he's just got nothing better to do, decides to be extremely obscene and get himself involved with this. I said to Tiso, you must be fun at parties. Joe says he's great at parties. I didn't ask. I don't care how good you are at parties, Joe. And I made this meme because I thought it was really, really funny. I wasn't talking to him, and he just gets in here. This guy, I would say Crusader Joe is actually worse than this dude. The difference is that this guy seems to have a decent following. This guy has nothing. So it's like, who are you? I don't care who you are. Yusa Igor is more shallow. That's my Jar Jar Binks impression. I changed my Twitter name to Jar Jar Binks and profile picture after the Acolyte, because I was making the joke, and it's not really a joke, that I actually enjoy Jar Jar more than Disney Star Wars. I've come around to Jar Jar a little bit. I still think he's bad, but I at least think he's tolerable. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say for this video. I just wanted to make fun of this guy who cannot have a single ounce of fun in his life whatsoever. Tiso Spencer, please, 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 do something fun. Please go outside, do something fun. Look, this trailer is awesome. I love animation. I love that indie animation is getting better and better. And I love how they animated this trailer. It's not a pilot, but it's a trailer for a pilot. And I'm sure Dean Cain is going to do good. This guy's got a lot of movies under his belt. Not all of them are huge. A lot of them are smaller. A lot of them are more Christian movies in recent years, but which are notoriously low budget. and don't get a huge amount of traction. He was in God's Not Dead, but I genuinely can't remember what character he played. But yeah, I think this is going to be good. I'm going to enjoy it. You know, as someone who's aspiring to create myself. That's the other thing. Let me do a little background check real quick. Tiso Spencer, what are you doing? Are you making something? Comic and manga reader. Ooh, reader. X article writer and reviewer. Interesting. This guy, seems like this guy is not a creator. Interesting. It's almost as if he has no qualifications of which to critique certain types of media that he's not involved with at all. Oh, you read comics. Congratulations. Do you make comics? Congratulations. Do you write? Do you make art? Do you do anything of which to give you a little more credibility than just, oh, I don't like this? You can have your critiques, sure. But what do you have to back it up? I actually do shit. Anyway. Enough with that. I'm tired. I'm sick of idiots on the internet. I just want people to enjoy what they enjoy, and if they don't agree with stuff, fine. Don't agree with it. Don't watch it. But don't like blatantly lie about the quality of something that you've had no part in, you've had no experience in the art field. Don't go like looking at this and saying it's bad. You know? You're not a creative. You're not someone who looks at things creatively. You're not someone who writes stories. You write articles. All right? Totally different field. You don't understand it. And I'm not saying I perfectly understand it. Just because I do it doesn't mean I perfectly understand it. I'm always learning. In fact, I'm always reading and watching other people's advice and stuff like that. I'm always trying to learn. What is this guy doing? He's writing articles on X. Wow. Big deal, buddy. You're doing real good right now. But anyway, that sounded bad. I'm not belittling him. I'm not trying to belittle him, okay? Maybe he does effective article writing, okay? Maybe he's a good article writer. I don't know. I just don't like the guy because he can't have fun. He refuses to have fun. I've rambled enough. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to do some more videos in the future. I'm going to try and do one a week. And stay tuned for more Little Miss Steel artwork for Chapter 2. It is coming in November. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be way more, I think, action-packed overall than Little Miss Steel 1. So if you were craving some more action, you've come to the right place. Till next time, peace out.